So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. A nice little juke. And hell running right through it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
They begin with a run by Nixon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Third down from the gun. Dalton to Mixon on the check down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20. A handoff to Barkley. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Hey. Here we go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here we go.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here you go, 368. Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go. 368. 2 by 2. Move.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking, escaping the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, Trubisky. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On 2nd down, Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
The Bears on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Trubisky. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Pulled in at the 24. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. The Bengals getting set to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Here you go, 368.
From midfield here, Dalton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd down.
Go, on the ball. On the ball. Go. We're good.
Dalton here from the gun. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game now. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. A good pickup there at 22. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. On the right side, this is Miller. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky to Barkley on the check down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And that one good for 16 yards and a 1st. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Let's go. We're on the ball after this.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Trubisky will throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bears will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, It almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Nixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, get ready for something coming left. Over here, yes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Trubisky now off the bootleg. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing here, Trubisky. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. This is taken at the 15. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey. 368.
Second down, Dalton. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
368.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Fielded at the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Here's Trubisky to throw. And Ingram holds it in. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time. Now Trubisky on 1st down.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Willis in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now it's Trubisky, buying time to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the shotgun is Trubisky on the crossing route, complete. That's Burton. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They go play action here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
368. Here you go, 368.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. And that is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And it's 3rd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And able to find Green. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 30 yards there. And the fans probably thinking, wow, that's the first time Dalton and Green have connected here, and it's late. Where have they been?
And because they haven't been there, haven't been present, haven't done it often, their team is losing right now. It's vital that those two connect if they want to have a chance.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. Evades him at the 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now it's Trubisky. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Gotta go.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Saquon Barkley taking it in. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Uzama. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A first down throw coming for Dalton to mix it on the check down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3.
We're good. We're good. Over here. Yes. 368.
And it'll be Dalton again. And Eifert has it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati first.
Hey, get ready for something coming left. Over here. Yes.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now we're going to get a halt in the action because Ty Montgomery is shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's a run with Mixon. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
Mixon trying to punch it in, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down.
368!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down, a sack back at the 16-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They'll run it again with Barkley. He finds some open field here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another first and 10 here. On first and 10, it's Trubisky to Barkley on the check down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now Saquon Barkley, and an alley to run. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And all the way down to the 5. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 54 yards on the ground. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Let's go.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Hurry!
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Harkey adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 1st and 10 for Dalton. And this is incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I... No, that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Now the ball comes loose.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Darryl Roberts right there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And there is a flag, so a big second down pickup, but will it hold? So that one will be accepted. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Barkley. Oh, nice move. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive. And he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And the Chicago Bears have etched their name in NFL history. They are your Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gunn signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.